Hello and welcome back to Project Highrise with Dr. Klumber. So, we've been building. What's this window doing here? We've been building the basics and we are making money, and making money is important. We've just finished a shopping block here, and well, what else are we doing? I think we've just finished that. Yes. Going for a cup of coffee, you already forget where you were. Is he going to a weird patch, need water to shake? Yeah. Whatever, I'm not spending that money on you. So, what are we going to do next? Well, we also have to build a food tower, right? We need these medium restaurants. And the food tower is interesting because it causes a few problems in terms of what we try to do. I don't want to make a huge food tower, but I do want it to sort of be at the beginning of the building. What we can do is start thinking about putting some restaurants either here, because the stairs will stop the smells coming through, or here. And I think what we'll do is actually connect it there and leave this as a little plaza for later on. And we will actually connect the two buildings, the shopping and the food court, with a nice sky bridge later on. Surely that is very exciting. We've got a few small food places, but we need to get 6 medium ones in. So how are we going to do that? Well, we need to start thinking about where we put them. How wide were they again? I just looked it up and I forgot. There. So that's 7, 8. 8 wide. And I think we might need bins as well. I'm not sure about that. So what we will do... No, if I need bins I will take out some of the little offices. Now I need more, right? So I'm going down, because the thing with food court is that by going down you actually negate the effect of the smells and stuff, because they're in their own area going down, which is useful. We need that. We need utilities as well, so we will add those there. I think what we will do is knock out these 2 offices and create the bin and stuff there. So we will extend all the way to here, and this is going to be the foundation for my food court. Now this food court might need some special surfaces later, so we will add some more room there, and that is our basic block for the food. Pretty straightforward, yeah? I think so, anyway. I might knock those officers out straight away, actually. No, let's wait. Let's wait and see what else we need. So yeah, I really like this game. People always compare it with Sim Tower. I'm probably one of the very few people who hasn't played Sim Tower, even though it was in my era. I got a bit fed up with the enormous sort of Max's overwhelming amount of games that they brought out, and I didn't actually try all of them. And this was also at the time where, as a young teenager, most of the games I got were copies on floppies with lots of viruses. I suspect I've probably had this and it was full of viruses. So we want a medium breakfast, a medium lunch and a medium dinner, and we want 2. Now the good thing is that some of them serve lunch and dinner. Right, so these serve lunch and dinner, so we will have that. And then we need some breakfast, and I think these serve breakfast and lunch, so we will have that. And then we have here, what else did we need? Breakfast, that's coming. So then there's breakfast and dinner, and I don't think that's possible, so we will have lunch. I've already lost the restaurant. Well done, Tim. What did you forget? Ah, yes. The basics. The basics. Put that there. Put that there. Put a plumbing closet, because I think we will need those. And we will also put the thing down like that, like that, and like that. Because I'm a numpty, I forgot to do that. Water we've got, and we've got a reasonable amount. Water is always a bit slow to use up, so that's okay. So what did we lose? I think we lost our fast food thing that serves lunch and dinner. We did. Taco Hill. I don't care. Who cares? They serve lunch only, which isn't exactly brilliant. I need another breakfast place. There in the basement. Should we fill these shops in whilst we're at it? Did I do the wiring up there? I did. Might as well. We've got a food and beverage, we've got electronics, we've got that, we've got that. They want more storeroom space. Oh yes, I forgot about that. So we will build more storeroom space right underneath. I'm leaving this open so that we could fit in utilities or trash or something like that later on, which seems like a good idea. Why is this still not... It's got water, hasn't it? Have I not connected water? No, of course not. Of course not. We'll do it like that. You've got water. Don't go away. I don't want you to go, so I'm going to drop your rent to nothing. In fact, that might be a good idea for all of these restaurants. Make sure that they get very profitable, pull in lots of traffic. The more money they make, the more money I can generate in other ways. Because the more buzz they generate, the more I can use buzz for other things, right? So we need one last one. What have we not got? A medium dinner restaurant. Well, that's easy. We'll get a dinner in. Like that. I've got room to do something here. And we will leave it for now. We're running out of electrics. Again. Wow, look at that. That goes so quick, doesn't it? So what do we do now? Well, we are making a hell of a lot of money. So I could future-proof it completely by building a big one. Very expensive to build, 5,500. But it's, again, it costs twice as much as the previous version, right? That's 750 per day. That's 1,500. But instead of 50, I get 150. And that really is future-proofing. So because we're making such a decent profit, that is exactly what we will do. And I said earlier I could put some of that in here, and I think that's exactly what we will do, because that's a nice space. And this space here we will want to use later on for services to whatever needs services. Right. I was considering getting rid of these offices. I don't think we will yet. What we will need to do at some point is think about how we put the elevators in and all that, because we need to start thinking about more tenants again, because we need to get 100 for the next assignment. Coffee. Anybody wondering what nationality I am? I am from Friesland, which isn't Holland, but it's close enough. I saw these mugs and decided that I needed them. We've still not got enough medium dinner restaurants, even though we put that in. So clearly I've made a mistake in my calculations, and we will put another dinner restaurant in. Up, down, there you go. Welcome to the building, lad. Now this is interesting. You see this office? It's getting worn down, and I can't actually renovate that yet because I need building stuff, a maintenance office, etc, etc, etc. And I might put that right at the bottom. Now this begins to accelerate very rapidly because we've now got the maintenance office. That means we might as well put in the elevators, and by putting in the elevators we create this sort of maintenance spiral, because the elevators will need maintenance and so on and so on. So how are we going to do that? Well, at the moment these 5 towers 5-story towers aren't actually in any difficulty, right? People don't mind going up 2 stories. But I want to extend up with my office block, and I think what we will do is build the office block there. 6 that way, or what is it? 3 times 4, 12 that way, 12 that way. Quite a big block, but it gives us space to put in our medium offices that we will want. First thing though, I think we're already generating 10,000, are we? Budget! No, nowhere near. Nowhere near. Okay. So if we are going for the medium offices, I think that we have got. No, we haven't. Right, so we're going to start thinking about medium offices. That means that we need to increase our services quite dramatically. And to do that, we are going to begin by extending our floor underneath. By doing that, we create room to put in our different surfaces, right? Office supply, put that in there. Bottled water, oh, I patched. Janitorial, copy, I thought I had copy services. Oh, that's overworked, right. This is a bug, by the way. It says not present but desired. It is present, it's right there, it's just overloaded. So yeah, we will start with putting in the foundations for the medium offices. Medium offices are okay on the grounds that they only need electrics and phone as well. See, this is the pop-up you get when it goes, maybe you need to put in some elevators. No, yeah, I will. But not yet. We only have these 2 construction workers, and that over time is going to grade. So what we could do is get operations and then put in a new construction office. And that is something worth considering. Now the problem with operations, which is down here, is that they're not very expensive or anything like that, but they need an office above floor, and it's the same size as a medium office, which is we'll put it in anyway. I'm now looking at that. If this is the same size as a medium office, which I think it is. Oh no, medium office is bigger, I was right about that. Yeah, so we will make it 12 by 12. There will be some room around the medium offices, but that's not actually that big of a problem. It also means we can fine-tune some of that stuff. The copier are not busy anymore. Catering makes sense to put in this building because it's got the water there, so we'll do that later on. Yeah, no, we will take it easy. These guys I need to send out because for some reason they won't actually do that themselves. So nobody's thinking, oh hey, we've got a problem with maintenance, let's ring someone. We are going to take out this whole lot. And then we are going to put in this lot. Oh, and you have to start on the ground floor with this lift for some reason. And then the other thing we want in there is our wiring closets. Now the only cost in going up rather than wide is the elevator and these cupboards, and that's 350 per floor. So there is something in me that says, why don't we push all the way up to build these medium offices first, and then we can do more later on. And that's actually not that bad an idea, because that means that we only have to go 10 wide beyond this, right? So we save a bit on the width of the building. Yeah, might do that. We might do that indeed. So that would be, it always seems to miss out that first bit. there, there. How many is it? 12 we need, I think, for that assignment. I've not actually taken the job yet, but we will get there. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12. Oh look, Project Highrise is rising high. Now we need to put the lifts in, because otherwise our workers can't finish these floors off. And they're going to have a hell of a lot of work for quite a lot of time here. Oh, I've just realized something else I was going to do. I'm going to put another floor on, and another elevator or lift, and another wiring. There we go. And then when this first job is done, we will put in the construction manager, and then we can do stuff. So why go high? Well, there's a few reasons. This is one reason. The higher you get, the greener your view thing becomes. And the other thing is that your officers, for example the creative ones, really like being higher up. So in that way we actually create this high block. The other thing is, we've now got this elevator, we can extend this tower quite a lot, right? So what I'm thinking of doing, these medium officers are going in here, and then we will have a batch of large officers next to that. And then once that is all established, these officers are going to disappear. And when I say disappear, I literally mean take them out of the equation. The reason for that is that they create a nice traffic hallway. You can already see that people are using this to walk along. So we can do other stuff with that. We can put little shops in there, little cafes, and we can have a big old hallway with some art and stuff like that. So we will do that in the longer term. For now though, we will leave it be. You can see there's actually quite a lot of traffic on these stairs as well, which is good. These stores don't seem to drag in a lot of people though. So yeah, that's probably not going to make them very profitable. These two are definitely not satisfied because they're losing. Yeah, so what I need to do here to avoid these people going under really, and I believe there's a way of doing this for all. Now I can't remember how you do that. Is that here? Yes. We want retail to pay less and restaurants to pay less. And the only reason for doing that is so that they get a bit more profitable, because if they become more profitable, as you can see they are now more profitable, they are becoming happier, right? So we just had a pop-up, there's a problem with one of the lift shafts, that's there probably, and our repair people went in and fixed it. The other thing that we can now see is that these surfaces are really quite annoying. You need a lot of them to keep everything running. So even though we're just supplying surfaces, they don't seem to be, you know, it's not exactly the sort of capacity that we want. So we will add in some more of that. Courier, office supply, and the eternal copiers. Like that. And you know what, I might actually do, before I forget to do it, because it will cost a bit of money but not terrible. Ooh, actually no, it will, but they need gas as well. I hadn't thought about that. I mean, adding gas to this makes sense because it's a restaurant block. No, catering can wait for a bit. And now we're just sitting here waiting for these two poor bastards to do stuff. And if they built this, they would have had help by now, but they haven't. So instead, this office, I suppose, will just have to go on there. And then when that is done, we can add more building stuff, expand your construction. And to do that, we need to do this, and then that, and then that. And then we forgot our utilities as usual. Like that. I don't think we need phones down here, but we might as well be extra cautious with all this nonsense and add all that as well. And that reminds me that here we don't have this wiring closet, which we will put in. And the economy is heating up even more. Why did I put this in here, I wonder? Oh, for the restaurant, yeah, okay. So we've now got more workers, so this should all get done a bit quicker, which is great. The reason I wanted this here is because this office isn't so affected by the noise and stuff, but we'll leave it as it is for now. Notice that there's a lot of tenants with problems, and I've still not completed this. Now, I don't mean to be funny, but this is a dinner. No. It's called a diner, it's not called a dinner, so I've got that wrong. What the hell is a dinner then? Breakfast and lunch. Lunch and dinner. So those fast food things are the only things that do dinner. That's annoying. Now I've got lots of medium lunch. You know what? Are you making a profit? We're happy making a profit, we're happy making a profit. Yeah, I'm gonna get rid of one of you. Or you. They have trash. Right. See ya. That's actually very expensive. It cost me one star. But I want to finish that contract because I need the next contract. So I'm just a bit annoyed that the diner doesn't serve dinner. Those silly Americans with their silly words getting it all wrong. And what's the point of calling something a diner if it doesn't serve dinner? That does serve dinner, so there we go. They don't all have trash demands, do they? Could not dispose of our trash. Could not dispose of our trash, they have. So in that case, it is time indeed to get rid of these two. Now here it doesn't actually cost any prestige, which is lucky. That's again a reason for leaving those little offices and using those in the beginning. And then we need to build a trash facility. And to build a trash facility, we do that. And that. It's not glamorous or glorious, I just assume they're sort of closed in cupboards. And then we need that, and we'll leave that space so we can upgrade the water if we need to. And we need, which one is this? Trash room. Recycling room. Right, so that gives us some trash capability, which is useful. In the meantime, our medium officers are ready to be plopped in. So we will get... yeah, I've just realized something, by the way. I will show you what I sucked in air for there. The medium officers need... which one was it? 12 medium officers. When I sign this, which I will do, they want medical professionals, and medical professionals are things like dentists and GPs, and dentists and GPs like water. So this water capacity will need to improve pronto. But first we are not going to worry about that. We are going to do that, that, and that. Make sure that's connected. And then, how much water can we still... Yeah, really not a lot. Having said that, I'm not in a rush to make a huge investment and get that up to 50, so we will do this instead. And then we can start pulling in medical officer. Wait, I nearly did it again. They need that, and they need... And I will be building 12 offices, so we need to make sure that we have the capacity for that. Water. That way, I don't think they need gas. So let's have a look at our utilities. If we're adding 12, we've got plenty of capacity in the electricity, we've got decent capacity on the phones, and we've now got capacity on the water, so we don't need to worry about a thing there. So let's put these in. Now this is frequently where things go wrong for me, because these people are demanding so-and-sos, and this is only the medium level. Once you get to the higher levels it gets even worse. We're going to put in some legal officers. Got to have me some lawyers. We're going to put in some financial, so I'm leaving the creative on purpose because I want them to be higher up. These people like higher up as well, but not as much as the creative, is my impression. I might be completely wrong. Oh, no. Oh, we're not getting very high money for creatives. So he's just reminded us that we could build a metro station. That's a lovely recommendation, but it's too early because I would need my profit to get back up to scratch, really. So no complaints, and we've completed the office drones, and we will complete this. So that's really good, because no complaints are useful. Then what else do we want? 100 people. Now if we click this we get it immediately, which is excellent. That's another 1,000 very easily earned. 250, we'll leave that till we're close to it. Real estate, see if you can... what does it want? Rent revenues per day. 10,000 rent revenues. I think we're still some way away, even though these mediums will add quite a lot. 10,000 revenue in rent. Let's see what happens there. I might just expand this tower up. More commuters is office workers 150. I actually could start thinking about studio apartments. Now they don't pay a lot, but it gives me the foundation for the next sort of tower that I want to build. So I might take, well, I have taken that. Increased foot traffic, large national. No, I don't want to do that yet. 3 medium stores and creating a nascent. Right, so this is actually more stores. My stores aren't very profitable yet. No, we're going to focus on population, and this is 50, which is quite a lot. I don't think we will complete that in a hurry, but building a residential tower is certainly worth doing at this point. Now the problem with residences is they need a lot of different services, and they also need a lot of different utilities. So they will want a handyman and a plumber and a laundromat and probably housekeeping and it's all going to cost money. So we need to make sure that this residential tower is going to be big of the word big from the word go. So to do that we need to start planning how we want to build this. Well, we need 10 studios. That's a very nice, simple, easy way of beginning. They're very small. I don't even think they want bins and stuff like that. So we could build a very small tower straight up with studios as a way to begin. We need lifts. Actually, I think they might need... We will put in everything we need for the thing. So what I've got is 3 for the lift, 3 for the garbage, and 2 for the utilities. Okay, and then we need to go 6 wide from that. So 6, and it misses the first because it always does. And then we want 10 of those. So we go up 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. So this looks very inefficient, right? Because we'll have lots of, half of this tower is going to be utilities. But actually it's a great way of getting started because studios are nice and easy to build, and we might even get away with building some more luxurious studios. Lifts. We're going to put the lift on this side or on this side, or indeed in the middle. Like that. so, and then we will have the think. No, why did I do that? And the other thing we will need to do, of course, is go down again, but we will do that later. Up, like that, and then the water and plumbing and all that. So one of the things that comes into play now is the gas as well. I might actually build this floor underneath straight away, because then we can put more water and some of the first surfaces in there as well. So we've got the money for it, so why not? Like that. Like that. Yeah, we will wait and see if we actually need bins. We will later on, but I've got so much room to play with here. I think this is going to be quite a tall but square sort of affair, right? So I'm going to make all the residences sit at the back here and try and work out the best way of carrying on from there. So we are getting to the point where we have 4 towers, right? Makes sense. Offices are all going to be in here. We're going to extend this side and then further up. Residence all here, and all the servicey stuff, food and shops down there. So how much money are we making? We're making around 10,000. Wasn't that another contract? I think it was. 10,000 in rent. I did already complete that. I might have completed it. I want an extra construction worker, and I want more maintenance. So what this does is allow you to build a better maintenance office, and the better maintenance office will actually go and do the maintenance itself. As you can see, we've already got a lot of rubbish everywhere because these guys are just chilling and not doing a lot. And by building this maintenance office, we can now automate renovation. It's a bit tricky because it means that every day you lose like $2,000–3,000 in money, especially with a big building, but it just takes the hassle out of everything. It's so much better. Yeah. So looking at the time for this episode, we will finish this particular tower, and when we have done, we can then start thinking trash bins, cable, water and gas. Actually, we might finish this later on. I'm going to have to think about this, because these luxurious ones are very useful in the fact that they pay more rent, right? So this only pays $150, but they don't need a lot. This pays $235, but they need gas and water on top of what they need. Oh no, gas on top of what they need, and they need bins. They all need bins. Okay. And then the luxury ones, they also need recycling bins, but I've already provided for that, and cable, and that's it. And they hate noisy areas. What did I just lose? What's going on here? Oh no. They really need janitors. Let me put that in before we do anything else. We've lost a medical restaurant, a medical office. Expensive. Right, we will finish this tower block off later on, the residential, and then we will take it from there. Until then, I am Dr. Klumber. This was episode 2 of my Project Highrise Let's Play. I'm having fun. I think this is a very clever little game with lots of puzzles and stuff like that. Some things I always get annoyed about, but I have that with every game, so don't worry about that. I hope you enjoyed it. I'm trying to bring you some laid-back gaming, and I think this game is ideal for laid-back gaming. And that's me out, Dr. Klumber. See you for the next one. Bye-bye.